In this video, I'm going to explain Field's test choice flowchart, and you can find this flowchart in the back of the Field book. We will go through all the steps from left to right, and eventually you will arrive at the test you should be doing. First, you are asked how many dependent variables there are. And here you can choose for one dependent variable, which is usually the case, or you can choose for several dependent variables. Next, you have to indicate whether the dependent variable is continuous or categorical. A continuous variable is a variable at the interval or ratio measurement level, while a categorical variable is a variable at the nominal or ordinal measurement level. The next question is how many independent variables, predictor variables, there are. There can be one or two or more. And again, you have to specify the type of variable. Again, that's either a continuous or a categorical. But there is a third possibility here, namely that if there are two or more independent variables, that there is a mix of, for example, one continuous and one categorical variable. And in that case, there are both continuous and categorical independent variables. If you have a categorical independent variable, how many categories does this variable have? Does this variable have two groups or conditions that are being compared, or are there more than two? And if you have a categorical independent variable, does the research have a between subjects or within subjects or mixed research design? That's what's being asked here. Namely, does each condition contain the same test subjects or different test subjects? Well, the thing is, if every condition contains the same test subjects, then all test subjects go through all conditions, and that's a within subjects design. Now, if every condition contains different test subjects, then you choose different, and it's called a between subjects design. And if you have two or more independent variables, then it is, of course, also possible that the conditions of one independent variable contain the same test subjects and that the conditions of the other independent variable contain different test subjects. And in that case, you choose both. Well, then you see here which test you should do when all assumptions are met. And in the other column, you will find which test you should do if not all assumptions are met.